I've made videos before about the importance of wild places, the joy of wild places, and what that has meant to me throughout my life. And as I record this video, I'm in the high western mountains, sitting next to a beautiful alpine lake. It's been a long day today, pretty exhausted. Wow, the light over on those cliffs is spectacular. I don't know if the camera will really pick it up. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful. It's been a long day today. Hiked up from here, over the mountain here, down a long ridge, across a saddle, and then down the side of another mountain to the next lake basin. Excuse me. And went for a swim, checked out that area, and came back. So 15-mile day. I'm pretty tired. But there's something about being out in places like this that it's not original to say. So many people have recognized this throughout history, going back forever, as long as human beings have existed. The importance of being in places like this, of being in relationship with the natural world. This is the second night in a row we've eaten our dinner right here next to the lake, and on both nights, that rock right there behind me, there's been a garter snake curled up in a little cup-shaped depression on top of it in the evening. Her place to sleep and be safe and feel comfortable in the evening. And just being in wilderness areas, expanses of land that are set aside to naturally evolve and to exist and unfold as they always have without human intervention, is so incredibly important, so incredibly beautiful. It's an untrammeled good as far as I'm concerned. And of course there are complications with that. There's history with that. There's political concerns. There's all kinds of things wrapped up in it, which are very important to consider, and we can't dismiss those. And at the same time, I challenge anyone to I'm seeing some animals across the lake here on this meadow on the far side, too far away for the camera to pick up. Small little animal, but it looks like there's a group of them. I'm wondering, I'm gonna keep my eye on them as I keep talking to you. One, two, three, four, and they're quite small. I'm wondering if they're baby foxes or coyotes or what. If I see the mama come out, I might get a better idea. Losing my train of thought, which happens out here in these places. Time moves differently, and that's what's so easy to forget. You know, there are these questions about human management. who gets oversight of these lands, who decides what happens and what doesn't. Right now there's a wildfire burning not too far from here, and Forest Service applied for and received permission to cut a bulldozer line in the wilderness to make a fire line. And that's a tough decision. I'm not in their situation, so I don't know all the variables. They're considering obviously damage to human communities and the fire expanding out of control. But there's something that is very important about the principle of wilderness in this modern era, in this time of smartphones, electronics, ubiquitous internet, connectivity, industrialization, urban sprawl, population growth, global warming, all these different things. It becomes even more important to have places that are set aside for the natural world to exist without our interference, or at least without interference in any substantial way. Sure, there are a few trails through here, but there have been trails through these mountains for probably at least 12, 16, 18,000 years, if not longer. I'm not sure who it is over there, I can't tell. I got into a discussion recently with some folks who are very concerned about some wilderness proposals being put forward in Europe. And I don't know the details of those, but they were along the lines of the 30 by 30 initiative, desires to conserve more land by the year 2030, 30% of the Earth's land area. And that to me seems like one of those things that, one of those policy initiatives that holds really incredible promise. And yet we have to be very wary because, of course, various industries and individuals will see that as an opportunity to push forward their vision of industrialization, of further extraction from the natural world, and call it conservation, call it protection of land. And that's what's important. The bottom line in all these things is the land protected or not? And that's the fundamental question.